You're probably spending a lot of money on lead data software tools like Apollo, SalesNav, or Clay to collect phone numbers and email address for your outbound campaigns. But what if I told you there's a way to build an effective list of leads without breaking the bank? In this video, I'm going to show you how to stop wasting money on expensive lead lists and give you 3 other alternatives to build lead lists that deliver great results. So I've been building lead lists for almost 3 years now. I started when I was working as a growth manager inside a corporate job. So that was pretty good because we had a decent budget at the marketing department. So I was able to test different type of software and really play with everything that was on the market and don't worry about money because it wasn't spending my own money. Then I've done it when I was building my lead generation agency, which is called ReachUP. So at the beginning there, I was forced to work on a more restrained budget. And then I'm still building lead lists, obviously today with a nicer budget, but I'm spending way less than I was when I was inside my corporate job because I'm way more educated on the subject. And now that I know with different type of money, you can get the same results. So I can say I've easily spent over $10,000 just on lead data. So just on seats and pricing at different type of software tool. And I can say I've probably tried around 90% of the big lead data platform with a paying paying plan. So Apollo, SalesNav, Job Contact, Phantom Buster, ListKit, Instantly, Lemlist when these started giving access to their lead sourcing features, and Clay. And so one lesson that I've learned is that it's really easy to overspend on the list building for no reason. It's just you need to understand there's an alternative way to do it. Because most people use these big tools because they're unaware that there's alternatives. So you just spend money because it's your only choice to have a seat on Apollo or on SalesNav. And so if I knew what I know today, I could have easily reduced the amount spent by 2 or 3 times the amount if I had all the knowledge. So if you still have licenses at the major big lead data platform, so like Apollo, like LinkedIn, RocketReach, and all the big one, this video is going to save you a lot of money for sure. So now just before I get into what I propose, let me just compare what the big software are providing. So Apollo, for $99 a month, you get 2,000 email exports. Sales Navigator for $87 a month, you get unlimited export with no email. So this means you only get this to access the name of the contacts. Then you need to enrich this with another provider like a Job Contact. And then RocketReach for $40 a month, you get 120 email credits per month. And the crazy thing is with all of these, if you do a bit of cold email and you know your KPIs, is that today we can assume you're going to book 1 meetings as a big average and an industry standard for every 500 email sent. So this means for $100 per month, you can get 4 meetings. Yeah, 4 meetings. This we can't even calculate because you need to add an data enrichment. And this for $40 a month, you're not even booking 1 meeting. So this is a big problem. And so now let's move on with the alternative there to build a list of leads. So still, when I was trying to improve my the journey and my workflow to build an efficient lead list, I noticed there was a big problem because I saw some people on LinkedIn and on YouTube, they were spending $10 for 5,000 lead. And I thought this is weird because this is way cheaper than what I was doing because I was more spending like $50 for 1,000 lead. And so I've tried lots of different cheaper alternative because I was I was sick of just paying the market price when some people were getting the same results but paying way less than me. And so I'm gonna share you the best one you can find, and mostly also because if you're doing cold email, you know that you need to do a lot of volume, and if you need to do a lot of volume, you can have somewhere where your lead data is very expensive because then you're not going to have a very profitable business. So the first one I recommend is export Apollo. So this is really cool. It's just a website. So you go on Apollo, the main software the main lead data software. You build your lead list with the filters, and then basically you can play with any filter you want. You can have like a list of 1 million people or whatever. You can see the preview of the lead data you're going to see on Apollo. Once you're satisfied with the lead list, you can copy the link and just paste it in Apollo. and then decide how many of this preview you want to export. So if you got a list of like 500,000 people, you can simply ask Export Apollo to only export like 2,000 of them, and then you're gonna pay the price depending on what they provide, and the price is way cheaper than what you can see above. So their starter price, I think, is $5 for 1,000 lead, which is pretty decent. Then you've got Fiverr scraping, so the freelance website, which I think is the cheapest option. So you can simply go on the Fiverr and then just put the name of the tool you want to use, and you simply put scraping afterward. The main one is obviously Apollo, and then the average price is usually $10 for 5,000 lead. So this is probably the cheapest option you can get, and basically is the same kind of thing. You take a link and you send it to one of these people, and they're gonna give you an expert, because easier they've got like massive shared pricing, or they use something a bit similar. To be honest, I don't know exactly what process they use, but I don't really care because they always deliver the right list of leads. So this is a really good option. And then you can also use share seats at a major lead data software. So for those, you can go on Facebook groups and all those kind of groups around lead generation. Some people are always offering these type of seats. If you want me to give you like direct access or recommendation to some people I've been using over the last like few months, almost a year, and I have no major issue with, you can simply reach out to me on LinkedIn and I'll give you some of the names, as I can't really do that here. And so that is pretty much it for this video. If you'd like to not worry about all of this and simply just go on sales calls and basically pitch your business so you don't have to worry about lead generation, feel free to book a call and we'll see if we could potentially work with you. Otherwise, just simply stay around for more free value.